I'm going to be demonstrating our planner report pack. The reason we created that is because, sure, Microsoft Planner is wonderful when it comes to task management, but as far as analysis and insight, we're really limited to seeing that either on an individual plan basis, or we can collect things as a portfolio, but even then, it's more in the context of just a timeline, right? We can't really, see some analytics. Sure, we could export plans into Excel, but again, we're still limited to looking at things one at a time. In the event you have a broader need, right? You need more than just task management, more than just that analysis and insight. You actually perhaps have a formal PMO, and for your projects, you would rather, you do practice being sure to capture and monitor risks and track issues and capture and surface the project charter. We have another solution for that called PPM 360. I'm not going to be demonstrating that at all today, but wanted to make you aware. So after this, first of all, there'll be a survey. Please let us know, what you thought of this particular presentation, and then keep your eye out. We often do PPM 360 overviews as well, so if that's something of interest, I'm sure we probably have an event coming up soon. But as far as the planner report pack, what that is, so first of all, this is limited to premium plans. So in Planner, depending on your licensing, you have the ability to create basic plans and premium plans. With Power BI, which again is that a Microsoft tool, it's that Microsoft analytical tool. With Power BI, we can tap into those premium plans. So what we did was we created 7 reports that we get asked for most often. And again, that will surface data across your portfolio of premium plans and let you analyze and get a better visualization of what is going on. So I'm going to end my slideshow. And real quickly, so again, we're talking about premium plans. You know that you have premium plans usually when things are organized, right, in a structure where we have summary tasks, subtasks. We do have perhaps some custom columns, maybe some conditional coloring. And in these premium plans, really the only option we have when it comes to reports is this charts tab. And so, yes, we can quickly, in the context of this plan, get, a count of tasks and where they are as far as progress. We can see how the tasks are distributed across buckets. Here we can see how the work is maybe distributed across the people, but again, just specific to this plan. There are a couple other views, like assignments view. That too will show us maybe how the work is distributed. People view, same. But that's still pretty limited. So let me jump into our planner report pack and show you where we take this. Okay, so here we have what we call the planner dashboard. If you're not familiar with Power BI, it is responsive, meaning that if I wanted to just focus here on Stella's plans, if I click that, it's going to automatically filter all the other connected visuals, right? So I can quickly kind of dig down into things. In addition to being able to basically filter things in the moment here, in the right-hand side, we also have other filters, right? So again, if I wanted to just take a look and see, what things are when it comes to other resources, this is another way that I could apply those filters. So in this particular dashboard, we have the option to filter this by the plan owner, by the plan name itself, or just, plans that have a certain status, right? So it's a single view. Here are the plans, the owners. I can quickly see when they start, when they're expected to be completed, what their status is, the duration based on the tasks in that plan, how far along the work has come, effort, things of that nature. But again, we're seeing this for multiple plans in a single presentation. We then also have a planner timeline. Right now, let's see, it looks like I have some filters in here, so let me just get rid of these. So this is showing me the plans, and they're rolling up by basically project manager, right, the plan owners. And very quickly, I can see how each project owner's work aligns with other work on a timeline. If I was curious, I can open and see the details about the projects. Looks like Mahesh has the most. Right now, this is showing me where we are today. You also see that we have slicers, right? So if I just wanted to filter on a particular quarter, right, I can do that. Planner milestones. Now, typically when I come in here, there we go. So what this is showing is milestones that have recently been completed, right? Milestones are those 0-day tasks that we typically add to our project plans. So these are things, projects that have had milestones that completed within the past 30 days. And then these are projects that have milestones that are coming. And again, you know, as we work with these, it will certainly impact the visual. So we can quickly drill down and filter to analyze and figure out, you know, where we might have delays, or, you know, where we might need to prepare for upcoming critical milestones. We also have a planner or a plan timeline. So this time, instead of being rolled up by project managers, this is rolled up by plans. So now we're seeing plans on a common timeline, so we can see how they align, or, you know, and in this case, we can then open that plan and see the actual individual tasks if we're curious, you know, what type of things are occurring within the project. The task overview, that's more, you know, we can see that, you know, within the 12 plans that I'm currently surfacing in this dashboard, how many tasks that includes. Of those tasks, how many are completed, how many are, you know, scheduled to take place in the future. Down here, we have a couple of KPIs. This is letting us know what things are completed, what things are overdue. And again, those same kind of KPIs, right? Or as far as when things, what the progress is, what the effort is. And then this is something we don't really have a great deal of insight into with Planner itself. So this is a resource dashboard. So I can see that in my portfolio, there are 55 individuals that are assigned work. Between them, we have a ridiculous volume of tasks that have not started. You have to keep in mind that this is pulling against a development or a test environment. So we have a lot of projects in here that we're just testing small capabilities. So sometimes these reports are a little bit funny to look at. But what we can do is, if we're curious about a particular resource, we can go ahead and find someone. I'll find myself. And there we go. So I'm focused on myself. This is the number of tasks. This is the amount of effort. And then resource assignments, this is kind of a heat map, right? So this report is, it assumes a 40-hour work week, and based on the resource and the plan that they're assigned and the tasks in that assignment, we can see where they have more bandwidth on a week-by-week basis to potentially take on more work, right? So in this case, for the planner report pack, only 32 hours of my week are dedicated to here. But you can see when I consider all the other tasks, it looks like I am way over allocated. But the thought here is that you could certainly come in here real quick, and you'll notice me using this like collapse all button over here, but we could come in here real quick and see, where people are under allocated, where people are over allocated. And then as we're working with our project managers, we could maybe work on better distributing the work. Right, so those are things that we wouldn't normally see in Planner. Does anyone have any questions about when I talk about premium plans, what that means compared to basic plans? Okay, that's good. And so I'm going to resume my slideshow here. So in order to create premium plans in your environment, just wanted to make sure there is an understanding that individuals that have just a Microsoft 365 license, they're only going to be able to create basic plans, but they will still be able to see premium plans that are shared with them. They will still be able to update their progress and make notes. So they can contribute to those premium plans. The next level, like the additional add-on licensing, is something called Planner Plan 1. The people that have the Planner and Plan 1, they will be able to create those plans, manage those tasks, do about everything that a Planner Plan 3 licensed individual can't, except they can't see, for example, a baseline. They can't review the critical path. They can only set basic task dependencies, where those with the Planner and Project Plan 3 license, they can do all of that. Since I'm talking about licensing, you might be wondering, okay, so what do I need in order to have that Planner report pack? So our normal implementation, what we would do is we would install the report pack in a what do they call it? A Power BI workspace in your environment. We would make sure the people that need access to the report have it. Those people, in order to execute the reports, they're going to need a Power BI Pro licensing to view that. To potentially, if you have developers on staff, once you have those reports, they are for you. So if you needed to add additional filters or have it customized in any way, we certainly could assist with that. Or again, if you have Power BI developers in-house, they are welcome to then customize that as needed. It's just that they will need that Power BI licensing to do that. If you're not familiar with Power BI, I've had some customers that will do kind of like I just did, right? If we're having a meeting, they'll pull up the dashboard, they'll present reports. It is possible to export reports. Those can be exported as PDFs. So maybe you come in here, you take a snapshot. So that's another way you could share it with others without necessarily granting them or securing Power BI licensing for them. You'll see it will also export to PowerPoint. I know there are a lot of organizations that still will have a weekly meeting where they're going through presentations, and there might be a slide set aside for this. So if that's the way your company works, you could use that capability. Is Planner, let's see, is Planner 3 something available through Microsoft or a product you are offering? No, that is Microsoft licensing. So that is a Microsoft SKU. I think today they're currently calling it Planner and Project Plan 3. So we have a lot of customers that, again, like project team members, the ones that just need to be able to see the schedule, comment on their progress, make some notes. They're fine with Microsoft 365, but then when we actually have project managers or even maybe program managers, portfolio managers, or other leadership entities that want to be able to, really help with the creation and management of a detailed task schedule, they're the ones that then with that Planner Plan 3 licensing get that extra capability. What is the difference between Planner 3 and 5? In the case of Planner, not much. I think actually I can say nothing. So Planner So right now, those licensing SKUs, as I mentioned, Microsoft, we have, it's called Microsoft Planner and Project 3 or Microsoft Planner and Project 5. So for individuals that are using Project, having that project in there, it just expands some capability within the I believe it's the Project Online ecosystem. So if you're an organization that is exclusively using Planner, the highest level of licensing that you would require would be that Planner 3. Does anyone have any other questions about either these report packs? Um, we have, this went very fast. I was thinking it was going to be a lot longer, so I'm happy to answer any questions about the report pack or if there are other questions about what you can do with Planner itself. I did mention, let's do this. I'm going to jump into Planner. So if you're someone that only has the Microsoft 365 licensing, on your left-hand nav bar, you're going to have My Day, My Tasks, My Plans. If you happen to have elevated licensing, you're going to have something called My Portfolios. This is the closest we can get to within Planner to seeing multiple things in a single view. So you can see here, I created a portfolio called Contoso County. And here I can add existing plans to this basically group or collection, right? And so now I can see this subset of plans in, in the system. And here I can quickly see the name, who owns it, the progress, which was something we saw in on a couple of our dashboards, the start date, the end date, and then the status. But that's really it. There is something called roadmap. And so with the roadmap, I can add key milestones to monitor here. So I suppose if I took the time to do that, I would see. But again, I'm defining those outside of the individual projects. This is more something I'm kind of defining for the whole collection. Also in this, you'll see that I am surfacing some tasks. Which tasks get surfaced? I actually need to manually add them. So this is a little cumbersome, right? Like if I wanted a dashboard for a certain collection of tasks or a certain collection of plans, and I want to see specific tasks in that, right? I'm having to kind of manually maintain that. Is it possible for me to share with others? It is, right? But I still don't think that, a lot of those things, like how many tasks are in, across these three plans, how many tasks are there? How many resources are there on the project? What are recent milestones in each plan that have been completed and are upcoming? I don't have that visibility using this. See, a couple more questions. Can tasks with more than one level of hierarchy be created? Yes. So if you have that, I'll just say Planner 3 licensing, when you are in a plan, so let me go find a premium plan. Right. So right now we have this one level. And I'm going to make a mess of this plan. So what I can do is I could add something here. I'll just call it task A, right? And I can make this a subtask of the one above it. And then I could do task B. And then I could even so yes, you do have that ability to make as many levels, that hierarchy that you might need. Heidi, no, I'm sorry, I can't show you what the difference between 3 or 5 would look like. I don't have multiple accounts configured so that I can toggle between those. The only thing I can toggle between is a basic user and then someone with the Plan 3 licensing. But again, someone with that 5, it should look exactly like you're seeing right now.
Allison, and I can take a stab at answering that question.
Thank
Hi,
you.
everybody. My name is Jen Simon. I'm the sales manager here at Marquee 360, and I actually spent 4 years at Microsoft, and my whole entire job was dealing with project licensing. So I will say that Microsoft is super great at making it really confusing. So that's why everybody's so confused. But if you think about Project Plan 5, that's really for administrators. If you're still going to be using the project desktop and you want to sync into Planner, you still will need at least one person to have a Project Plan 5, but it's just for administration. Project Plan Free does all of the work, the heavy lifting. Any of your project managers, touching a schedule, doing anything with it will fit into that Project Plan 3. And that's what works with PPM 360. If you think Project Plan 1, that's somebody who's going to be running a smaller project. They don't need critical path or baselines. They're just doing a small project. For any users that are just updating tasks, they need to view a Power BI report, but they can't change a Power BI report. Think about when you're reporting out to your executives, you want to show them the beautiful reporting without them being able to change anything. So I hope that helps.
Thank you, Jen. Does anyone else have any questions about what we can or cannot do with Planner and how the, what metrics are available when we have just Planner versus the Planner report pack that Marquee 360 is offering, right, as a package solution where we would come in and basically set up and configure those reports for you to then use to keep an eye on all the premium plans in your organization. Erin, do you want to take this moment to drop a survey in the chat in case anyone is able to provide us any additional feedback? Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Allison.
You're welcome.